I've seen the play probably 10 years ago. I don't like theater. Some background. I'm not a big theater guy. My sister did dance when she was younger, from like 5, 6 to like 17, 18. She did it for like 10 years. So I would go to her dance recitals every year, which I hated because they were like 5 hours. They were really long. Like, they were exorbitantly long, because it was just like a dance studio she danced at. So I grew up going to dance shows that I did not like because I was a boy, I was a kid, I was young. Like, of course, like most people probably don't want to go watch that. You know, I wanted to stay home and play video games, right? Like, I think most people, when you're 6 or 7, probably wouldn't want to go to a dance recital that's like 5 hours. So I don't think that's too shocking. But either way, I grew up going to those. So I'm not a big theater guy. My sister and my dad, they love theater. So I grew up also going to some theater shows. Not as many as my sister because they wouldn't take me, obviously, to save money on tickets. But I went to see Wicked, Forever Ago. I've seen, oh my God, I don't even know. I've seen The Lion. No, I've seen Aladdin. I've seen, what else? Oh my God, I can't even think. Not Mary Poppins. That's my sister. No, I've seen Mary Poppins as well. What else? I don't even know, dude. I said Aladdin, Wicked, Mary Poppins. I've seen a couple more, like ones that are on Broadway and not on Broadway, but I just don't remember because, like I said, they were a long time ago. But my sister has seen a bunch. Either way, I saw it when I was like 10. So TLDR, I don't remember any of them other than Aladdin because Aladdin was really good. But I saw it when I was really young. I didn't care because I was like, theater's boring. I'm a guy who likes video games, okay? So, Wicked. We watched the movie. Coco saw it when it came out last year in theaters. I didn't see it in theaters because I didn't care. Because I was like, I don't want to see this. And she watched it with me because she wanted me to watch it with her. She loves it. And so, of course, I'll watch anything she wants me to watch with her because I'm not a dick. I feel like if you're in a relationship or have a friend and they really want you to watch a movie or a show and it's not like One Piece length, if it's like a couple hours, I feel like I'll watch anything. Like, I am not, like, I feel like anybody, by the way, if someone's like, hey, let's watch this movie and it looks really bad or you don't want to see it, I feel like that's one of the easiest things you can do as like a person or a friend is to watch something that's like 2 or 3 hours, right? Unless it's like, you want to go see a show with me and pay for the $200 ticket, that's different. But if it's like, hey, let's go watch this movie that's 2 hours, that even though I don't really care too much about it, you love, it's like, that's one of the easiest things you can do as a person. So I'm like, okay, I'm obviously going to watch it with her. I messed around with her and, gave her some shit about it because, I have to rage bait because that's who I am. But obviously, I'm going to go in open-minded, and I'm not gonna like sit there through the movie like some people do when they watch certain things and be like, oh, this is so bad, like, and like purposely even it's like, okay, it's like when someone tries a food that they really haven't liked their whole life or they think looks gross, and they're like, they eat it and they wanna act like it's bad, but they actually kind of like it a bit. It's like that. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna sit through Wicked like what I did or what I didn't do, and as I watch it be like, and because I did enjoy it. I did not think it was boring. Would I watch it again? Probably not. But like at the same time, I wouldn't be opposed. It wasn't actually that bad. Like it had some catchy songs, and like it hurts me to say that because I made fun of her for it, not as in like an actual rude way, because I'm not gonna be a dick, but like just because it's just being the boyfriend. Like. I sat through, and I didn't dislike it. I did enjoy it. But I wasn't gonna be that guy where I'm like, that wasn't good, like I said, right? Because it's fucking stupid. But either way, I watched it and I enjoyed it. I did think the colors. There was a lot of scenes that were very bright. I know people had like color grading issues I saw on the internet when it came out last year. Now, am I going to go in depth and be like, the color No, I don't care. I don't think the color grading was actually that bad. Did I think that there was some scenes that were incredibly bright? Yes. But I didn't hate the movie. It wasn't that long. It was 2.5 hours, but it didn't feel long, which I give it points for that because, like I said, I don't remember anything from the play. I know some spoilers from Coco talking about it, so I know what happens in part 2, basically. But Cynthia Erivo went crazy. She went stupid. I didn't know who she was. Obviously, everybody knows Ariana Grande, but I didn't know who Cynthia Erivo was. I think I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Actually, great. Ariana Grande was good too, but great voice. She had a beautiful voice. And she looked good. She looked good as Elphaba too. It was interesting though to see her as Elphaba, and then like I've seen, like I didn't know who she was prior to Wicked, but I saw like all the interviews with her and Ariana Grande, and Ariana like we're on a first name basis. Mrs. Grande, and she was bald. Which I think it's like she wanted to be bald purposely, which is like whatever, right? But the only reason I bring it up is like she looks so different. Like when I saw her in the movie, I was like, bro, her and Ariana Grande both look so different from when I saw those interviews. I heard though, Coco told me that apparently Ariana Grande like also I think has an eating problem, which is unfortunate, or maybe she doesn't. But supposedly Cynthia Erivo also lost a bunch of weight during the filming or whatever, which you can notice. So I hope everything is going okay. But she looked so different in the movie. It was mainly probably the hair, but they looked like sickly. I was like worried. I was like, dude, I hope everything's good. I'm not gonna make fun of them obviously because I'm not an asshole, but that's what Coco said. That I guess like Ariana Grande does she have an eating disorder? I don't know. Ariana Grande eating disorder. She's very thin. She is not. She doesn't. Okay, but she has concern. Okay, so she might just have bad body dysmorphia. Reddit post: Ariana Grande snark. I'm not gonna read that. She pushes weird disordered eating. Okay, well, I don't know how true this is. Either way, I hope she's okay. Like, in all seriousness, the breast store is way too much. That also could be it. Yeah. Either way, but that's not part of the movie. But beside the point, Cynthia was good, bro. I didn't know who she was, but Coco said she's a theater. She is in a lot of plays and does theater stuff and is a singer as well or whatever. But no, she killed that shit. Like, no lie. Also, best song, Popular. What can I say? Why? Don't give me the cap of pride. It's a good song. Now, would I listen to any of these songs, like, through Apple Music? No. Well, of course you call it. I feel like Popular is the choice that like, anybody's gonna pick. It's like, I feel like it's not like it's like the choice that everybody goes for unless you're, like, a theater head, right? And you have, like, a connection to the play. Like a basic bitch like me who's just, like, a guy who watches the movie. Like, I feel like that's, like, yeah, it's probably easy to call that. Okay, you're not special, chat. For either way. It was pretty good. And I will be seeing part 2 in theaters with Coco. Because she wants me to. And because I'm, interested to see. But I will say, and now, no spoilers, but I am kind of miffed that it starts out with, like, the witch is dead, right? Here's her on the ground in a puddle of water. I guess this is how the original play also starts. I don't remember anything from the play, like I said. But it starts out and Ariana Grande is like, yeah, that bitch is dead. Like, but wait, we're kind of friends, though. And it's like, boom, here's the movie. And I asked Coco, I was like, so, like, they just show you the ending? And then it shows you the real story of how, like, of like, how the witch was actually good, which is, like, I know that's the whole point. It's like, wait, she actually wasn't bad, which is cool. But, and then it just ends the same way. And I'm like, okay, I get that. But, like, I feel like usually when movies do that whole, like, ending thing first, I've seen The Wizard of Oz. I know it takes place after The Wizard of Oz. I know in part 2, the squad rolls up, and I know who the Tin Man is. I know who Scarecrow is. I know that also in the books, apparently there's, like, an orgy that happens, and that Elphaba has a purple pussy, which is fucking crazy. What is happening? That's crazy. But besides, if you didn't know that, then I'm sorry that you just heard that from me for the first time. But I know it takes place after The Wizard of Oz. I know, like, Nessa gets, like, crushed by a house, and, like, I know everything that happens. pretty much. But I was like, I thought the movie, I know it starts out with how it ends, because of course the Wicked Witch of the West, she like dies from the water or whatever. I get that. But like, I thought Wicked then they showed you the ending, and then at the end of part 2, it will then wrap around to the beginning of the first movie, but then there will be something afterwards, right? And it's like, oh, she's actually alive or something. But I guess not. I guess that's not what happens. I guess it's just, hey, this is the original story, which is like fine. But I thought there was more to it, like in the sense of it just not being like the backstory, and like that it had like I don't know. You better not spoil it. No. Well, I don't know. I really have no idea. So I'm not gonna spoil it, but I don't know. Either way, let's talk about the first movie. I liked it. It was good. Jonathan Bailey, my GOAT. He's barely in the movie, which sucks. I know he's in part 2 a lot more, but barely in the movie. That's my king. That's my freaking Catboy from FF14. That's my GOAT. Graha, I love that man. Isn't he supposed to be blue? Jonathan Bailey? I don't know. Wait, who's blue? Wait, what? Blue? What do you mean? Are these in the books? I have no clue. All I know from the book is that there's like an orgy. And that Elphaba, her vagina's purple. Because Coco told me. Because it's like really horny, aggressively adult focused. Or like something like that. Don't take my word for it, but I don't know if there's an actual orgy, but like I'm pretty sure there's like some weird shit that happens. But it's not in the play or the movies, obviously. But apparently the books are like really graphic with that stuff. For some reason. Don't ask me why. I'm just relaying the message I've heard. Wicked book. I can't look it up because spoilers. Yeah, let me check. Wicked book. Yeah, it has sex scenes. Wait. Yeah, there is an orgy in the book. Okay, so I'm not talking crazy. That's crazy. Dude, oh my god. I wasn't saying that as a joke. I was like, maybe I'm being too much. Like maybe it was like just a normal sex scene with like 2 characters, just like whatever. But no, there was that. Wow. I'm not gonna spoil it. I won't spoil it. Even though it won't be in the movie, but the purple, oh, that's so okay. That's not in the movie. It doesn't matter. That's crazy. But either way, Wicked the movie, I enjoyed it. Complaints? Not really any complaints. I thought it was all right. The ending was cool. Like she hit that. Oh, wow. She hit it, bro. She hit it. Also, the freaking wizard, Jeff Goldblum, my goat. The wizard looks cool. Aura, Raw, he was cool looking. And then what's her name? Michelle Yeoh. I don't know. I forget her last name. Who was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. She's cool. So they had some crazy fits. I think Coco said that they won the Oscar or Emmy or whatever. I think Oscar, right? For like outfit design, which makes sense because Madame Morrible, I think is what her name was. She was fitted up every time she showed up. She had that shit on. No shit. Same thing with Glinda. Also, her name is Galinda. I didn't know that she changed it. But she was fitted up. Elphaba too, fitted up, bro. Also, Ethan fucking Slater. Oh, God. Ethan Slater, dude. You know what's crazy about Ethan Slater? Like, he's a jump scare. ever since, which this isn't, I guess this is his fault. Ever since, apparently Ariana Grande house wrecked, or whatever it's called, him in his marriage, bro. He had a kid. He was married with a kid. And him and Ariana had a thing. Apparently Ariana Grande sucks ass, supposedly. See, like, Coco was telling me that, like, she sucks. Like, she likes, like, she's an evil person. Do you use Internet Explorer? No. Okay. Well, I've known about this for a while, but I'm just bringing it up now because we're on the topic of Wicked, okay? I know this is a long time ago. This is like a year ago, but I'm talking because we're on the topic of the show, or movie, because I haven't talked about it before. But bro, Ethan Slater is so crazy because, dude, he's crazy looking. No disrespect though, he got a voice on him though. But dude, the Munchkin look. So Coco said that all the Munchkins, they purposely made all the Munchkins look like Ethan Slater. Like, they all, like, with all, like, the curly hair. I was like, dude, he's scary. Also, he's tiny. Also, he was on Gen V. Yeah, he's freaking Dr. Godolkin. It's not a spoiler, by the way. That's, like, it's in the first second of season 2. It doesn't matter. Because it's a flashback, so no spoilers for that. But yeah, dude. So that's funny. We watched Gen V, and then we were gonna watch Wicked the day after. So we watched Gen V on Friday, and we watched Wicked Saturday, when Coco was here. And Ethan Slater shows up, and she screams. She says, "Oh my God, Ethan Slater!" I'm like, "What? What?" Because Ethan Slater, we already joke about it because the fucking video of him on the J Hud show. Ethan Slater. Ethan. Like, bro, this shit is crazy. The lore runs deep. It's like me and Coco joke about it all the time. Either way, yeah, him in Wicked is crazy. Him rizzing up Nessa. Also, Nessa. Actually, that's a spoiler, I guess, for the second one. But shit is crazy, bro. Shit is crazy. Did you see what his ex-wife said? Ethan Slater's? Nah, I didn't see it. But that's crazy. That she home wrecked him in his marriage. That set must have been messy. It must have been messy, bro. Like, Jonathan Bailey, I know for sure, didn't want none of that business. He said, no, sir, no, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. He was probably in and out for that check, my king. I hope so. But yeah, that's crazy work. That set must have been devious. They got Cynthia Erivo going crazy on it, right? Ariana's like, hey, Cynthia, like, so I don't know what happened. And, like, they got, like, also, hold up. Elphaba and Glinda, kind of some sexual tension going on. Definitely thought it was gonna get spicy. I mentioned it to Coco. I was like, they're not a thing, right? Like, I could feel it. So shout out that, I guess, chemistry off the charts. You can pay his ex-wife basically confirm what kind of person Ariana is. That's crazy, bro. But Ariana, she can make some music. She can sing her ass off. So I guess it doesn't matter. But dude, I'm just crazy, dude. It just, and then the goat, the animal racism. What? The goat, my freaking Peter Dinklage. He was the goat. Ah, my God. See what I did there? That was interesting. The flying monkeys were cool. I love monkeys. So they were cool looking with the wings. What else? What else can I talk about? Oh, dude, I was calling it out every single time when we were watching the movie before they would break into song. Because every single musical does the same thing. Okay? Every time a musical or something, they're about to break out into song, it, like, the camera pans out and they do this. And then they start singing. when they're moving around, they always do this. Like, every time. Like, dude, whenever they fucking, oh my god, whenever it was Elphaba and Fiero and they met each other and they met up for the first time, and, like, this is like the first 40 minutes of the movie. They meet up and then it's like her first time singing. Right after they meet, after the ceremony, I think, with Madame Marble, and Elphaba's singing about, like, being at the school by herself or whatever. It was a good song. I told Coco, I was like, they're about to hit it right now, and then boom. And then it happened again later on in the movie, when all the chairs, I think it was like, I don't even know what it was. It was also when, I guess this was beforehand, but when all the chairs, when Elphaba did like the spell and it went crazy, it was also right in the beginning. I was like, dude, they're awfully ready for like a music number, and it happened. It was so funny. I was like, bro, and I'm not like shitting on the movie because it's a musical at the end of the day. That's just what it is. But it was just so funny because every time I was calling it out, it was so great. Coco loved watch. She was like, I loved watching this with you. Because she's seen it, like, I don't think she rewatched it. I think it was the first time she saw it again since the movie. But, you know, she knows the whole thing by heart because she watched the musical a bunch. But either way, she was like, this was great. Because I binked it like 3 to 4 times when I was watching it of when they would break out into song. Not like it's hard to guess that, but it was just, I thought it was funny. And I start singing too. I start riffing as well. When they were singing and doing certain lines and like certain, you know, pieces of the song, I'd also start breaking out in music and lyrics, giving my own take of what they would say next. Sometimes I was right. Sometimes I wasn't, but it was funny. Obviously, like, if I went to the movie theater, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to be a fucking asshole, but we were in my basement watching the movie, so I was talking because she's seen it a bunch. But I don't normally talk or, like, whatever during movies. I don't want to be a nuisance, but, either way, the Fiero number was super catchy. I love the setup for it, particularly the chord. Yeah, true. The spinning bookshelf, dude. When the spinning bookshelf was happening, I was like, wait. When they first showed the shot of the bookshelf spinning in circles, I told Coco, I was like, bro, what do you mean the bookshelf is a circle? Wouldn't books fall out from the top? And she started dying for some reason. She's like, bro, they have talking fucking animals. What do you mean, why aren't the books falling out of the magic bookshelf? I was like, I don't know. I was being an asshole on purpose, but did you like What Is This Feeling? I'm trying to remember what that was. Hold up. What Is This Feeling? Oh, this one? Oh, it is the, oh, is this the one where it's kind of like lesbian coded?
What is this feeling so sudden and new? I felt the moment I laid eyes on you. I don't think I could. She's a terror, she's a tartar. We don't need to show up. I felt the moment I laid eyes.
It's a banger.
And I will be holding for.
Yeah, the music is good, bro. Like, I can't even lie. I can't even be like a stuck-up asshole about it. Because I'd just be lying to myself that it's not catchy. Like, it just is. Does it hurt me to say that? Because I, like, you know, like, was like, no, I don't want to watch this for a while. Yes. But I have to concede. I got to concede, bro. Shit's catchy. Shit is fucking catchy. But yeah, Cynthia popped off. She went crazy on it. Elphaba. She did great. She has a lovely voice. But yeah, that's my thoughts about Wicked a year later. It's been a year. Oh my god.